Let me transition to another story about another NBA team on the rise. And that's a team that's in the Eastern Conference. We know in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks are getting all the hype. All the prognosticators, including myself, got one or the other coming out of the East. I got Boston, others have Milwaukee. But we need to pause for a second just to stop sleeping on the Philadelphia 76ers. Right now, they're third in the East. By the way, in case you didn't know, Joel Embiid, the reigning league MVP, is leading the league in scoring with 34.4 points per game, shooting better than 50% from the field. The MVP looks like the MVP. And that ain't all when it comes to the Sixers. There you have it, 53% from the field, 11.8 rebounds, 6 assists per game, nearly 2 blocks per game. If the league was to vote on league MVP today, who else you gonna give it to? It's got to be Embiid. It's got to be Embiid. But we all know he's never been in the conference finals, and that's what he has to make sure he does now. He's got to get to a conference finals. Doc Rivers is going as the coach. Nick Nurse is in there. Nick Nurse is a champion with the Toronto Raptors. I got to tell you, Nick Nurse is doing a hell of a job. The Philadelphia 76ers are the third best team, only a game out of the lead in the Eastern Conference. You look at it right there, they're 18-8, 2.5 games out of the lead, my bad. Only a game back of Milwaukee for second place, top 2 seed. By the way, when you look at the Philadelphia 76ers, we can't forget about the Orlando Magic because my guy, Paolo Banchero, he's about to come on up on this show, right here, the Stephen A. Smith Show, but we'll get into him a little bit later. When you look at the Philadelphia 76ers right now, Embiid is Embiid. We know what a superstar he is. Here's what we can't ignore: the elevation of Tyrese Maxey, the skills of a Tobias Harris, the pace of play that Nick Nurse has instituted, which has given the Philadelphia 76ers offense more bites at the proverbial apple. They're a team to be reckoned with. They can't be ignored. And Daryl Morey, the newly crowned contract extension Daryl Morey as president of basketball operations, this dude does know how to go out and acquire talent. He gets one piece. One piece. Imagine if he got a Zach LaVine. Imagine if he got somebody of that ilk. The Philadelphia 76ers are going to have something to say about it. Here's the only point that I'm bringing up. As we sit here and recognize the fact that James Harden's absence and subtraction has been an additive for the Philadelphia 76ers, it's also been an additive for him with the Clippers, and it's been an additive for them. Having said all of that, we can no longer sit here and definitively state that the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks hold dominion over the Eastern Conference in such a fashion that they can't get knocked off. Yes, the hell they can. The Philadelphia 76ers could do it. I still think they need a piece. But the way Embiid is playing, and Maxey is playing, and Nick Nurse has them playing collectively, I cannot rule the 76ers out. I just can't do it. I really, really can't.